Hey, it's Dyanne here from Decoeasy, and Janny and I are so glad that you're watching to a new episode of Sticky Tuesday, which is hosted every second Tuesday of the month together with Kiki from Kiki's DIY. Let's jump in to her channel and show you what kind of content she makes. So this here is Kiki's channel. I really love her. How do you call that? Not the thumbnail, but the image here. Sorry, I forgot the word. I really like the farmhouse look of it. Let me see, what are her recent videos? Oh yes, here. This is the video from Kiki, which participates in Hiii's playlist. Really, go and watch this. She makes beautiful things, and I also love that she has a consistent background in all of her thumbnails. Kiki, keep up the good work. Okay, now you're familiar with Kiki's channel. Kiki makes beautiful content, and today I have a black and white farmhouse DIY for you. That's why I'm wearing this shirt right now. I'm going to make something which I found on Pinterest, so it is Pinterest inspired, and I will of course show you a screenshot of what I'm going to make. I'll do it a little bit different because yeah, actually I think that suits better with my interior this season. So just let's jump in and let's go to my workspace. Okay, so this here is what I want to remake. This is a Pinterest inspired DIY. I'm not going to do exactly the same, but a little bit different. Let's see how it turns out in my style. So this is my workspace for today. Welcome to my chaos. We're going to need some stuff for this DIY, and I will explain you slowly one by one what you need for today. Okay, first I have a plate here to just cover up my workspace because I'm going to paint something with black, and I don't want, this is my dining table here underneath. I don't want to ruin my dining table. Then I have an old cutting board which I use for decorating, but you can also use something else to protect your surface, because I need a small knife here, or this one is actually pretty big, to cut out some cardboard. I have a brush. Actually, I need two, but for now I only have one. I have my glue gun here. Also, here I have some extra glue sticks. This is paint. Blackboard paint. This one is from Action. I don't know how long I have it for now, but it is great stuff. You don't need that much of it, and it dries really quickly. I think it costed €3.50 or something for this small bottle, which contains, I have no idea how much this contains. Oh yeah, 1/4 of a liter. Here you can see it if the camera can focus. It can. Okay. Then I have this beeswax here. I also need a brush for the beeswax. This stuff smells so strong, so if you're going to use beeswax or any other kind of stain, get yourself fresh air, open a window. I have these cotton buds here, lots of branches with this stuff, and I also used these last winter. They came in really large branches, but as you can see I cut them off into several smaller ones. Really, I don't know how much I paid for it anymore. I believe it was even before Christmas that I bought it. I think about 10 large branches, and then you get a bag full of this stuff. What else do we have more? Oh yes, I have some small jars. I don't know, yeah, I used it for dinner. I think there was sauce in it or something. 2 small jars, and I washed them, let them dry, and they're ready to decorate with. I have paint stir sticks here. This is the size. There are stickers here on the back, and I have to remove them. And I also have cardboard, but I'll need a smaller piece, so I'm just going to cut it off. This was an old milk carton, to wrap around milk, packages of milk. So that is my workspace for today, and I will take you step by step in this DIY and show you what I'm doing, and I hope that the final result will be alright, because as you might have seen already, I got my inspiration from Pinterest, and I want to make a remake, not completely the same, but a little bit different so it fits in my interior better. Let's get started, everyone. Okay, my glue gun is heating up in the back. That takes some time with mine. Janny's one is faster. Here I have the stir sticks. I'll take 5 for each DIY. And what I'm doing right now, I want to secure them to cardboard at the back. Oh well, I have to turn them around because this here is the bad side. just like so. I have to remove the stickers first. Hope that can go off easily. Okay, most of it got off, not everything got off. Anyway, what I wanted to do is measure how much cardboard I need. Oh, I think this small part here is just enough. Cut it off. And then it will be ready to use in your DIY. There is the same part here on the other side, so I'm going to cut it off because the second one is just as large as the first one. No, we don't need that anymore. Slightly too large, okay. Let's first just cut this off and see how far we can get. Oh, perfect, that is cool, okay. Put this one over the other one here. And then I can just cut off the excess part of cardboard. Yeah, this is rubbish. This is what I need here. Perfect. I'm going to glue this here with the blue side on the back of the sticks. Okay, it's secured on the back now. And now we have two solid plates which we are going to cover with beeswax. Let me see, I think this is a better position. Yes, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, I'm going to sit down. Oh, almost forget to put my, oh, sorry, my phone. My glue gun out of the power supply. Well, now, let's put on the beeswax here. Just use a brush. Oh, this stuff smells so strong. Don't take out too much. I think this for now is enough for the first try. I'll start on the left one because I paint right-handed. And if I do this, I hopefully put away my clothing. I'm not going to mess up my clothes because if you get this in your clothes, then you have a problem. Won't come off easy. Or maybe even not if you notice it too late. And yeah, I don't want that to happen, of course. That was a weird sound. Okay, well, now just do this all over the place. Okay, almost done with the first one. Now the tough part comes. Putting the last edge in beeswax without touching your fingers. Yes, I managed to do so. Okay, there are some clumps here actually on the side of the design. Oh, okay. I can get rid of that with just a brush. Now you can clearly see, I'll zoom in so you can see it better. You can clearly see the color difference between these two. This one here with the beeswax looks definitely more vintage to me, older and vintage than the one with just blank wood. So I always prefer, actually 9 out of 10 times I prefer wood with beeswax because I think that is more suitable for farmhouse things. Okay, let's move over to the second one. Okay, almost done with the second one as well. Now, I let this dry for at least an hour. And when that is done, I'm going to take an old piece of cloth to wipe away the excess beeswax. I think I'm going to even put it upon the heater so it dries faster. Okay, there we are again. Time to paint those cute little jars. Want to paint them with the blackboard paint. And, oh, ouch, my nail. Yeah, there it goes. I'm not going to use the lid, so I think I can throw them away. And just cover them in a nice layer of black chalkboard paint. I have a lucky one because this paint is really thick. Hopefully I only need one layer, but if necessary, of course, I'll be using two. I also want to paint the bottom of the jar because You're going to see that, I'm afraid, when you're taking a look from above. I don't think the branches are thick enough because they're going into the jar. I don't think they're thick enough to cover up everything. So just spread it out nice and evenly. You know what to do in this part of the video. I think painting this works better. Okay, mostly done. I'm not able to paint the whole thing at once, so just going to put this one away. I'm going to put it upside down here. Hopefully it will stay without touching. I might use the brush to hold it. Yes. Okay. Time to do the other one. Okay, this was actually a better idea. First turn the thing with his butt down, then paint the top, or at least not the rim. Now I can easily turn it over and paint the other part. Yeah, well. Luckily I don't know now how to do that easier. Because now the top part here is better covered in paint than the one which is standing there. This one here is already starting to dry. I can see parts of the jar getting matte, and that is good because this paint dries up matte. And I think that is much more beautiful, at least for farmhouse decor, than glossy paint. But that is actually pretty personal. So do whatever you like, do what is your style. I'm just giving inspiration. Thanks to Pinterest, of course. And yeah, also forgot to say on the previous shot, you know, with when working on the wooden, yeah, actually they're backgrounds, that I use cardboard to cover that up, to secure it on the back, but you can also use, of course, a piece of another stir stick if you want to do that. If you're, you know, I can put mine in the background where you don't see the back of the project, but if you're not able to do that, then I recommend you use some paint sticks to secure everything at the back. Okay, here we go. Look, now this paint is also drier, so I can easily smudge out the part where I touched it with the brush. Let's now wait till everything is dry. I think I need half an hour or something. Then I can paint the top and see if there is another piece of, or another layer of black paint required on these jars. But I will surely come back to you when everything is finished. Okay, everything is nice and dry. The jars are pretty black now. My glue gun is heating up in the back because I am not going to put the, or at least I don't think I will. Maybe I'll do. Yes, I think I'm going to glue the jars to the wood like this. First I thought I'd make a stand, you know, some sort of hinge on the back so the wooden board could stand like this by itself, but I think it is better to do it like this. Yeah, and then I have to, because the wood isn't completely straight, it's natural material, of course. Yeah, I have to glue on these parts here. These are thick parts. I hope, yes, you can see it now. Thicker parts, and let me see, I believe, yeah, this one here is a little bit ugly with paint. So that will be the back, and yeah, this part here as well. Some stains are still visible here. So my glue gun is getting ready. In the meantime, I think I can start sorting out some beautiful cotton bud branches. Can you all see it properly? Not completely. We'll do it a little bit more like this. So I can just see how it will turn out if everything is glued together. I'm going to put my glue stick box behind. Yes, indeed, I was already afraid for that. It is so super unstable right now. Oh, even with the glue box behind there. That is because the wood, you know, it isn't completely flat. It does a bit like this, bending over. So, Okay, because I have these branches here in different sizes, sizes and shapes. And I want to see, move a little bit to the side, what height and how much of the branches are doing well together. Look, these are much larger. Yeah, that is totally too much. That is way too high because I want to keep it underneath the top of the board. Well, here, this one is cute. But I'm afraid that, oh, it works. Okay. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid that it was too small to stand up straight all by itself, but that isn't a problem. I see that now. Here's another small one. Well, maybe you don't even need that much, I think. Oh. Just pressing it here underneath the other branch. Yeah, this is so difficult to do without gluing. I think I can better glue first. This is going to be a complete disaster. Well, you know, you can see that not everything goes well in one time. I think I just have to wait until the glue gun is ready for the job. To be honest, I have another idea. Not using the glue gun, but using these gooey sticky butts, the glue pads. Looks like chewing gum. And you have to warm it up between your hands. So actually, most of the times I do this. And this sticks really super well. But without damaging the surface. Because I actually think that when I use hot glue, I'm going to ruin my boards in the background. And I really don't want that to happen. At least not on the beeswax side. On the back end, it doesn't matter to me that much. But not on the front side. So I'm going to warm this up. Put a little bit of glue pads upon the jars. Yeah, now it becomes more flexible. Once it is warmer, then it becomes more flexible. So I'm just going to continue doing this. Okay, I now have a string like this. I'm going to put it upon the ugly side of the jar. Press. Now I have to do this outside of the camera, but I'm going to stick it like this. Because I need some part of the table to work with. And it works. Oh, it's not completely in, well, it is actually. No, it's not completely in the center, so carefully gotta remove it again. And that isn't a problem because it's still warm. Once this stuff has cooled down, it isn't that workable anymore. Just going to hold it firmly, you know, pressing this. And yes, on the side you can still see it, but not on the front. Look, this is yeah, I think a way much better idea. I'm going to leave it this way. I'm also going to do the other jar with this. Okay, I cleaned my workspace up a little bit. This is how the project looks like now. If you're going to look at this, yes, indeed, then you can see a lot of ugly white sticky butts, but won't be a problem. Okay, let's now decorate the thing with the branches. And I totally forgot which size I need. Oh yeah, this is the right one. Because I just want to see how much do I need to get a nice arrangement. Because to be honest, to my taste, the one that I saw on Pinterest was way too heavy decorated with these branches. I prefer a little less. But that is actually really totally up to you, you know. Don't have to do exactly the same thing as we do. Jen and I just try to keep you inspired. And there is a very loud motorcycle going on the streets outside. Yeah, it is not ideal, this thing. I think I have to press it in like this. Yeah, that is the only solution. Well, then maybe I'm going to use the largest ones. And that are these ones, but no, I don't know. They're just so large. No, I don't like them that way. No, they're way too huge. Let me see. Where do I have the size that is between the largest one and the smallest one? And that is so hard to look at because everything looks the same from the outside. I think this is the right one. Yes, 2 of them. Okay, now hopefully it's going to be like this. Nope. The jars are a little bit small compared to the branches, they're pretty thick. But that is totally because of the buds. The cotton buds. Well, okay, almost there. Let me see what we need. Do we need something more? Just going to take it out to see how it looks. Yes, this is the right one. Yeah, if it is really ugly, you can also pour them off, but I prefer not to do that. Because I really don't want to damage it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was an empty battery. What I wanted to say, I just want to add this one, and then I think it is more than enough for this DIY. Let me see if it can fit in between here without damaging my project. Yes, it does. Okay, don't touch it anymore. Just get rid of this stuff here. And then I only want to decorate it, I think, with a piece of ribbon, just like the one in Pinterest. But I'm in doubt if I want to use small ribbon like this here, or wider one like this here. Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure it out. And the winner is, drum roll please, the large ribbon. Look, I put it around the jars, only at the bottom. What I did, I just took off the body here, wrapped around the ribbon, pulled the body back, and then pressed the jar against the wooden background. I have to mention, please be careful if you pick up this DIY, because it can be really unstable. This one actually is. It's also starting to move a little bit, or I did just something wrong. No, this is better. I did it wrong. I put it back in the wrong position. Okay. It was a little bit different than I had it. Ooh, the camera. That I had it in mind. Really, this is not my day. Everything breaks down and stuff like that. I kick around things. I thought it would be completely different. When I saw Pinterest, I thought, oh, I'm going to make a really big bow here just around those wooden shelves or sticks and the background. I didn't do that. I also thought, oh, I'm going to paint the sticks white. I didn't do that either. Just did some beeswax upon it. And yeah, this is actually simple. It was cheap for me to do because I had everything at home. You can also do, if you want to do that, but it was not my choice, a little bit of ribbon here, or you make, for example, some bows here in the branches. You can put lights in there if you want to, but I keep it this way because I like this decor. Yeah, what else to say? I am really actually pleased with the final result, and Janny and I are really curious about your opinion. What do you think of this DIY? Would you have done something different? Then write it down in the comment section, because I love to learn from you, and I think Janny does too. So write down what you think of this DIY, if you would have done something different, and yeah, we're really happy to see what you commented there. Okay, time for the final shot and the close-up. Here is the final arrangement. Add a little bit of greenery to it, because that brightens it up a little bit more for spring season. Love the ribbons around the jars. Just let us know what you think of this creation. Janny and I are so curious. We're so looking forward to what you're writing down. Okay, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out the other videos in the Sticky Tuesday playlist. You'll find it underneath this video. We provide a link for you so you can check out what other creators made. Janny and I are really looking forward to see what you come up with, and we really want to watch what you're all made for this Sticky Tuesday challenge. Okay, so write it down in your agenda. Next Sticky Tuesday is the second Tuesday of the month, May, not March, May. And also stay tuned to our community tab on YouTube so you keep up with updates that we place. If you have questions, suggestions, anything else, please don't hesitate. Just write it down in the comment section below, and Janny and I try to read it as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for watching today. Janny and I hope to see you back again in our next video, all in good health. Bye everyone!